All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are tuned in to MBTV Sports, we appear to be back live. We did have the generator go down. We got her back up. We should be good to go for the rest of the night. We took that generator that was having issues and we got a different one. So hopefully we will be able to proceed without any more interruptions.
for all of our classes. We will, of course, be starting with 200 stock. For those of you tuned in via the live streaming coverage, welcome back. We have had to swap out not one, not two, but 3 generators. We apologize for the interruption of service there, but welcome back to those of you who are rejoining us. 200 stock 9 to 12-year-old will be our second main of the evening. Michael Rambo on the 524 won the first main, followed across the line by Alex Lang in the 16. Logan Reeves on the 257 rounding out the podium, and Hendrik De Bruin on the 554 running a close 4th. I think that and the green flag is up. Our 200 stock 9 to 12-year-old second main is underway. Split screen on our live stream showing the action on the left and the speed cam down at the end of the rhythm rollers at the end of the front straightaway headed into turn number 1. You'll see our competitors headed that direction shortly here. Bottom screen showing them coming out of the West End High Bank turn. Speed shot at the finish line as our 200 stock 9 to 12-year-olds cross finish line. Race leader pulling away from a 3-racer battle for second, third, and fourth. Swivel on the left-hand display there on our tri-split of screens shown on the live stream. See our race leaders down in turn number 1. There are our top 2 battling for the lead. Alex Lang on the 16 machine has got the lead for now. Headed into the West End High Bank turn. 2-rider battle, nose to tail, coming out of that turn. Now they start the climb. Uphill, back towards the finish line. Checkered flag is out, and there may have been a change right at the finish there. Who got it? Photo finish for 200 stock. We'll have to wait for the scorers to call that one as they went side by side across the line with the checkered flag waving. We get ready for main event number 2 for 200 stock 4 to 8-year-olds. First group. Three laps in length for these 200 stock main events. Felix Ryan on the 107 won the first main event in the first group of the 200 stock 4 to 8-year-old class. Was followed across the line by Cooper Schoen on the 823. Other racers in the start gate: Bentley Schultz on the 10, Kate Vadine riding the 133, Leighton Henches on the 219, Parker Reeves riding the 257, Sutton Henches on the 304, and Adam Schoen with a 712. Trying to get all of our competitors ready in the start gate, and it looks like we are ready to rock and roll. Green flag is in the air, 200 stock 4 to 8-year-olds. First group, second main event. Side by side for the lead. 6-rider shootout for third on back. Who's going to take the top spot as they come up over those doubles? Double stair step. Riser to get to the back straightaway. Single file, top 4, top 5 on the screen. One lap in. Bright purple, the early race leader. .823 of Cooper Schoen holding on to the number 2 spot. Let's see if Cooper can make a move, maybe challenge for the lead. Right now, Purple Power seems a little too strong, but things can change quickly. Race leader out of the final turn, headed to the line. White flag is out, one more lap to go. There you can see the freight train, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. 2nd and 3rd definitely in play here on this final lap. See if anything might change here on this last half of the lap. Wind's picking up, excitement levels rising as well. Final time around the West End High Banks turn. Cooper Schoen tried to drive it in there deep, couldn't quite get the skis to stick. Checkered flag is out. And a 200 stock 48-year-old first group second main is in the books. We get ready for race number 3, which will be our second group of 200 stock 4 to 8-year-olds. First main event was won by Henry Rolfe on the 168. Rolfe out of Lake City, riding that Midwest Detail Supply entry. Henry was followed across the line by Henry Ford on the 202 and Owen Lance on the 410. Other racers in this group include Emerson Gaffke riding the 18, Mackenzie Rambo on the 524, Brooks Podine on the 105, and Ryland Betterly atop the 99. All 7 racers in the start gate. Green flag is up. The riders are away. Side-by-side battle for the whole shot. Who's going to take it? Exiting turn number 1. Rider in black and gray coming out front. Going to take the early lead. We'll zoom in on the number plate here, see if we can figure out who that racer is. Second and third in frame now. Challenge for 4th. That's going to change hands. But the rider goes a little too hard into the West Bank. Turns. Gives up the position he'd just taken over. Look at this battle for position. Coming down into the send it squeeze. That's second and third up for grabs there. Riders getting ready to head back to the finish line. Checkered flag is out. Second group of our 200 stock 4 to 8-year-olds. Still up to speed in the send and squeeze. There's your checkered flag. Main event complete. Second and third up for grabs. No change there. 4th and 5th up for grabs. No change there. And our 200 stock 4 to 8-year-old second group crosses the line. To wrap up their second main, we get ready for race number 4, main event number 2. Transition 8 to 10 and junior 10 to 13. Michael Rambo on the 524 won the first main in the transition 8 to 12-year-old class. Bradley Kruzmark won the first main in the junior 10 to 13-year-old class. Cashton Nelson will be in the lineup on the 25K. Wyatt Stressy riding the 973, and Alex Lang on the 16. If memory serves, Alex had an issue on the 16 machine. Hopefully we'll keep that sled track side down, seat side up. Competitors giving each other the fist bumps. Wyatt Stressy in the orange jersey with a black helmet there. Giving Lang a fist bump, offering a fist bump over to the 524 of Michael Rambo. All right, all 5 riders ready to go. Green flag is up. Who's got the whole shot? Wyatt Stressy on the 973. Stressy got off that line uber quick. Holds on to the top spot around the West End High Banks turns. The 973 is going to lead lap number 1. Single file through the entire field. Wyatt Stressy appears to have this one under control for now. Comfortable advantage over second as he comes out of the ascendant squeeze, begins the climb up the doubles. On the back straightaway, carrying some air down into the black diamond drop. Second and third, relatively close. Not sure if we're going to see a change in that battle for position before the checkered flag flies or not. Across the line, it's still the 973 of Wyatt Stressy. Wyatt trying to improve on his first main event finishing position of second by 1 position. It's at the front of the field. Wyatt has this one well under control. Checkered flag is out. Wyatt Stressy's got himself another position to claim his own, and that's the one out front, picking up the win. Race number 5 up next. Super 225 kids. Main event winner was Easton Geyer on the 99 with a late race pass on Auburn Owen. On the 17, Auburn settling for second. Other racers in the Super 225 kids class, Gavin Krochek on the 8, Addison Krochek on the 75, and Carson Krochek on the 357. Mick Malang on the 77 machine. Bowden Nelson on the 25B. I believe Bowden going to be a scratch for this one. We'll find out here momentarily. Four of the expected 7 in the start gate. Addison Owen second. Right behind the 99 of Easton Geyer. Geyer and Owen, this is how they finished the first main, 1-2. Geyer on the 99, your early race leader. Battle for third and fourth side by side through the West End High Banks left-hand turn. That battle for third and fourth has separated a little bit here. White flag will be on display. One more lap to go. Grayson Geyer on the 99. Easton appears to have this one well under control. Pulling away a little bit from Auburn Owen on the 17. Checkered flag is in the air. Super 225 kids, second main event. Junior Open 18 and under. 4 racers in the gate for their second main event. Main event number 1 winner was Julie Olson on the 521. Let's see if Julia can get a whole shot here. Side by side out of that first turn, down into the send squeeze. Julia maybe. Yep, Julia out front on the purple machine. The early race leader. Nose to tail battle for second and third. Jackson Hadrava on the 116 finished second in the first main event, with Carter Bastier on the 252 finishing third. Grant Bastier on the 12, rounding out the running order in fourth. Look at that side-by-side battle for second and third. Now it's a crossover maneuver, challenge back for the number 2 spot to see if it can reclaim it. It's Jackson and Carter battling for second and third. That battle done. Now, focusing in on the race leader. Here comes a challenge for the top spot right at the line. We've got a new race leader. 116, Jackson Hadrava, your new race leader in the Junior Open second main event. Julie Olson's going to try and power back. See if she can reclaim what she once had. Jackson Hadrava, now that he's out front, has open track ahead of him, appears ready to step away from Julia, stretch the advantage. There's Julia on the 521. White flag is out, 1 more lap to go. This is main event number 2, race number 6 of 17, 10 to go. Checkered flag is in the air. Jackson Hadrava picking up the win. Julie Olson across the line second. Carter Bastier on the 252 going to round out the top 3. Grant Bastier with 4th. Race number 7 will be 600 open 18 plus modern Dylan Dorn on the 5. And a whale of a hole shot and rode that one to the main 1 win. Here we are lining up for main 2. DJ Marsh on the 28. Seth Strunk riding the 56. Seth was in battle for position earlier. Peyton Smith riding the 068. Garrett Keel on the 248. And Dom Santina with a 429. All 6 of our competitors in the X Racing start gate. Dylan Dorn is in attack position, still waiting. Starter now checks with the line. Green flag is up, they're away. A jump from the middle is going to turn into a hole shot for, I believe, the 068 of Peyton Smith. Let's see. .429 of Dom Santina had second for a moment there. Here comes the number 5 of Dylan Dorn. Says thank you, but I'll take that spot. Dorn up to second now. There's Dylan Dorn in second. There's your race leader. On the back straightaway, that is indeed the 068, Peyton Smith. Smith's got the lead, but Dylan Dorn has got some speed. Let's see if he can change things up here. Dorn looks quickest, making the transition from that double stair stepper up out of the descendant squeeze. Watch him close the gap here on the back straightaway. Right here. Well, that time he didn't quite get out of that right-hand turn as quickly. Down through the black diamond drop, closes the gap a little bit on Smith. Smith powers out of the west end turn. Still green flag conditions though. Now they're closing in on Racer at the tail end of the field. Gonna have to work around him getting into turn number 1. Dorn can't quite find an open lane. Gets held up behind the green machine. That may have taken the wind out of the sails of Dylan Dorn's hopes. Let's see what happens here in the last few laps. If Dorn can reclaim some of that ground he lost, this time at the start-finish line. White flag is out. One more lap to go as we watch the rest of the field come out of the west end turn. Peyton Smith looking to ride that hole shot to a main event win, and it's about to come true. Makes the climb to the finish line. Checkered flag is out. Peyton Smith with the W. Dylan Dorn will have to settle for second in our 600 Open 18 Plus Modern second main event. Race number 8 up next. 200 Open and Snow Scoot Snow Sport. Hendrik de Bruin riding the 545. Abrams showing on the 712 and Cooper showing on the 823. In the Snow Scoot Snow Sport class, Gabby Krocek on the 8. Addison Krocek on the 75 and Carson Krocek on the 357. 6 riders expected, 6 riders in the start gate. The 23 of Cooper showing right in the middle there. 712 of Abrams showing, lining up at the inside of the start gate. Riders left. All right, starters ready. Just gonna check on the racers, make sure that they're ready to go. They say they are. Green flag is up, they're away. 3 wide for second as the race leader pulls out the early lead. I believe that's Cooper showing out front. Second and third battling down the back straightaway. Across the line to complete lap number 1. 2-rider battle for second, 3-rider battle for fourth. There's the 823 of Cooper showing. Cooper's your overall race leader. Top three, single file. White flag is out. One more lap to go. Final time down the back straightaway for Cooper, showing your race leader. Checkered flag is out. Cooper Schoen's going to get the second main event win in the 200 open class. Race number 9, second main event in the start gate. Past the halfway point. This is our transition 8 to 12 combined in junior 14 to 17 classes. Jackson Adrava's riding the 116, Alex Lang on the 16, Cashton Nelson riding the 25K, Obi Heineme on the 101, Michael Rambo on 524, and Walter Stressy on the 973. 116 Jackson Adrava to the far right of the start gate. 5 racers of the 6 expected. '16 of Alex Lang lined up to the left. 25K of Cashton Nelson right in the middle. With the 973 of Walter Stressy to his right. Green flag is up. Riders are away. Even jump off the line. 4 wide, then 3 wide, then 2 wide. And 1 racer squirts out to the lead. It'll be the 16 machine. Alex Lang got the early race lead. It's a 25 of Cashton Nelson. Bumper tag there in the West End High Bank turns. This is 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th across the line. Jackson Adrava trying to find an open lane. See if he can sneak his 116 into the mix there. Woo, contact. Between the 524 of Michael Rambo and the 116 of Jackson Adrava. Adrava's going to try an outside run now. Takes that spot away. Adrava, another outside pass, this time into turn number 1. Now he's got his sights set on 2nd overall. Adrava running in the junior 14 to 17-year-old class, up to 3rd overall. Didn't quite get the start he had hoped for. Crossover there in the West End High Banks turn. Jackson Adrava going to take over 2nd at the line. Now, Adrava's got a lot of ground to make up to see if he can reel in the 16 of Alex Lang, your race leader. Meanwhile, tail end of the field, side by side for position. Winds whipping the flags here at Steeplechase Ski Resort in Mazeppa, Minnesota, as the white flag flies. 1 more lap to go for your race leader, Alex Lang. Alex working through the rhythm rollers at the end of the main straightaway. Jackson Adrava does not look like he's going to be able to close the gap here. Nonetheless, Adrava is holding on for a class win in the junior 14 to 17-year-old group. Alex Lang, though, on the 16, looking at the overall W here. Final climb up to the finish line. Checkered flag is out. Alex Lang with the win. The Snap-on Tools number 16 machine. Jackson Adrava gets the W in the junior 14 to 17-year-old class. Racing for Moto Pros Mazeppa, Capicona Collision, 5-Star Auto, and Pumple Bar and Grill. Race number 10 now in the start gate. Ditchbanger 90 to 09 first group. This will be followed by Ditchbanger 90 to 09 second group. But in this first group, we have Jagger Cordes riding 7X. But Jagger's going to be a DNS for this one. Aiden Legger riding the 76. Garrett Keel on the 248, and Monty Pappenfuss on the 639. Jory Court is also going to be at DNS on the 716. So 3 racers in this group. The 248, the 76, and the 639. You can see those 3 in the start gate. Racers are ready, starters ready, green flags up. Who's got the whole shot? It'll be the 76. Aiden Lager. But Lager is going to be challenged for that top spot in the send and squeeze. We've got a new race leader. Lager back to second. Here comes your race leader. Down to the line. Double step-up jump for the 248 of Garrett Keel. Keel won the first main event. Looks like he's en route to replicate that at the end of this second main. Garrett Keel racing for Keel Farms, Myers Polaris, Keenan Racing, and Yamish Mod Shop. He's got this one well under control for now. '76 of Aiden Lager, who got the whole shot, kind of muscled out of the lead in the send and squeeze right there. Holding on to second. Has not allowed Monty Pappenfuss on the 639 to close the gap, but Pappenfuss giving it his all. White flag is out. One more lap to go for your race leader, Garrett Keel. This is our first group of Ditchbanger 90 to 09 racers. Supposed to be 5 racers in this class. Had 2 scratches from the lineup right before this second main event. So it's a main of 3. Checkered flag is out, and Garrett Keel called himself a main event winner 2 times up this evening. Aiden Lager on the 76 crossed the line second. Monty Pappenfuss will round out the top 3 in our first group of Ditchbanger 90 to 09 racers. Second group headed towards the start gate now. Caden Christensen won the heat race on the 71. Mike Pappenfuss will be riding the 439. Trevin Hepner on the 505, and Joshua Podine riding the Podine's Power Equipment 670. All 4 racers ready in the start gate. .439 of Pappenfuss lined up on the outside. Flag is up and away they go. Who's got the lead? Still side-by-side dance into the send and squeeze. 71 of Christensen couldn't quite get the lead. They head down the back straightaway. Christensen's going to try an outside entry into the west end high banks, and it works for him. Caden Christensen, your race leader. Christensen into turn 1. Meanwhile, side by side for third, as the 439 of Pappenfuss works underneath, takes the spot away. Pappenfuss up to third now, sets his sights on the red machine just ahead of him. Let's see if he can challenge the 670 of Joshua Podine. Podine's on the outside. Out of the west end high bank turn. Podine somehow able to hold on to that number 2 spot. Pappenfuss, though, battles back on the inside. The big P up to second now. That sled pushes wide, though, reopens that inside lane for Podine. Podine can't quite make it stick. Back slides to third. Hepner on the 505, rounding out the running order in fourth as your race leader crosses the line. Caden Christensen looking for a clean sweep tonight. Won the heat. He won the first main. And now he's hoping to keep it out front to pick up the second main. White flag is out. One more lap to go. Final time out of the send and squeeze. And up the two-step climb. The 71 has been bulletproof tonight. Checkered flag is in the air. You can see it as he makes the climb. Caden Christensen wins main event number 2 in the Ditch Banger 90-09 second group. Mike Pappenfuss on the 439 will cross the line second. Joshua Podine on the 670 third. Trevin Hepner across the line fourth on the 505. Main event number 12 up next. Leaf Spring and Kids Ditch Banger 8-12. Curtis Turner on the 284 won the first main in the Leaf Spring class, followed across the line by Seth Schraut on the 56. They had a couple of go-ins in that first main event before Turner was able to stretch the lead a bit. Jack Mackey on the 159 rounds out the 3 riders in the Leaf Spring class. In the Kids Ditch Banger group, we've got Amelia Tesmer riding the 33, Landon Podine on the 105, and Logan Reeves riding the 257. They're down in the start gate area. We just barely catch them sneaking out of the start gate after the green flag flew. There's your early race leader out front. Top 2 trying to pull away from third. Speeds up a bit in this group. Third and fourth. Thinking about a side-by-side tangle. Meanwhile, top 2 are nose to tail. Ooh, tight quarters there in turn number 1. As Seth Schraut riding the 56. Bounced out, took the lane away from, I believe that's Kerner there running second. Second place rider looked dangerously close to coming off that sled midway through the rhythm rollers. Seth Schraut on the 56 trying to bounce back from a second place finish at the end of the first main event. Still green. Whoa, again. Look out, look out. Curtis Turner on the 284 getting all sorts of airtime. Almost goes off track. He does. Goes off track, skips the double step-ups. Did not improve his position. Again, almost comes off that sled. He's riding that machine about as loose as possible. White flag is out, one more lap to go. Curtis Turner riding that sled on the ragged edge. Seth Schraut, though, on the 56 in the black and orange. He's got this one well under control. Final time to make the climb. Checkered flag is on display. Seth Schraut with the win. Turner across the line second. The rest of the field will wrap up their lap. Main event number 2, race 12 going into the books. Race 13, we Ditch Banger triples and Ditch Banger twins. Dylan Dorn on the 5, won the Ditch Banger triples first main event. Caden Christensen on the 71, won the Ditch Banger twins first main event. Those two had a nice little battle going. Robert Olendykes riding the 18. in the triples class. Reese Olendykes riding the 5 in the twins class. Peyton Smith on the 068. Aiden Lager on the 76. And Jory Cordes on the 716. 6 of the expected 7. Whole shot battle. The 76 and the 5. Who's got it? 76. Aiden Lager. Whole shot's going to lead him out of the back straightaway. Dylan Dorn on the 5, running a close second. Ooh, crossover maneuver in the West End High Banks turn. Going to push Lager all the way out to the outside, where he's going to give up the number 2 spot to the 068 of Peyton Smith. So it's Dorn and Smith 1-2. Side-by-side battle for 3rd and 4th overall. Remember, 2 classes on the track at the same time right now, triples and twins. The 71 of Caden Christensen trying to work through traffic. Dylan Dorn running in the triples class. Appears to have this one under control, but Peyton Smith is not letting him get too far away. Peyton Smith in the 068 running in the twins class. Could think about challenging for the overall lead. Not that it would matter as far as awards go, but racers being racers, he's going to want to get up there and challenge for the overall lead, that's for sure. Peyton Smith was a main event winner earlier tonight. Would love to back it up with another. White flag, 1 more lap to go for Dorn on the 5. 1 more lap to go for the challenger. Smith on the 068. Not seeing that separation from 1st to 2nd changing much. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, it sure appears that Dylan Dorn has this one under control. West End High Banks turn. The climb to the finish line. Checkered flag is out. Dylan Dorn gets the W. In the triples class, Peyton Smith with a win in the twins class. Whoa, and a drag race right down to the line there for bragging rights at the tail end of the field. What a charge that was. Main event number 2, race 14. Junior ditch banger 10 to 13s. Wesley Sweeney on the 5. Judd Slifka riding the 11. Amelia Tesmer on the 33. Harrison Resnicek riding the 99. Brentley Kruzmark on the 105. Eli Legger with 112. Harrison Hurst on the 499 and Connor Jans on the 516. Green flag is up and away they go. 5 racer battle for 2nd as the race leader tries to pull away. Brentley Kruzmark. I believe that's Brentley out front, your early race leader. Top 5 all staying pretty tight, pretty close. Could be changes in positions. We'll see who steps on line first. It'll be the red on the outside. Challenging for the lead with an outside run into the West End High Banks turn, and we've got a rider over the right side. New race leader. Second, third, fourth on screen now. Everyone's going to try to work around or to the inside. of the sled that stalled there in the West End High Bank turn. Look at this three-rider battle for position. That is second, third, and fourth. Side by side for third. Still working around the sled that stalled. White flag is out. One more lap to go. Harrison Hurst has to fall in line right behind a lap rider. Realizes he's got enough lead. Can follow him around the West End High Bank turn. Wesley Hurst, or Harrison Hurst, excuse me, with the win at the end of the second main event in the junior ditch banger 10 to 13-year-old class. Might need a mule down on the West End High Banks turn there to get a sled off the track as we prepare for race number 15. Jagger Cordes riding the 7X, Robert Olendijk on the 180, Reese Olendijk riding the 5, Brian Schult with the 7. Mitchell Fruth on the 393, Dom Santina riding the 429, and Bailey Stressy on the 942. 7 riders in race 15. 6 of those expected 7 are in the start gate. Waiting for clear track before we can turn them loose. Green flag is up. WSA combined classes, TSS and ditch banger 03 to 16 classes away. Just like that, we've got one rider off the sled down there in turn number 1. Race leader headed into the West End High Banks already. .93, Mitchell Fruth, your race leader. Fruth gets on the throttle coming out of the West End High Banks turn, making that climb up to the main straightaway. Rider who had come off the sled, back on the sled, trying to work through traffic now. It's a battle for position just outside the top 3 in the overall running order. And we're right back to our race leader. Closing in on the tail end of the lead lap. White flag is out. One more lap to go for Mitchell Fruth. Fruth's got to navigate the back straightaway. The Black Diamond drop. The West End High Banks. And the climb. It'll be Mitchell Fruth taking the win as the checkered flag flies. Ditch banger 03 to 16 class belongs to Mitchell Fruth. It's a 2-rider battle coming out of the West End High Banks right down to the checkered flag. Wrap up race number 15 and prepare for race number 16. Junior ditch banger 13 to 17 class. Kaylin Weebush from Mazeppa will be atop the WD's 2 Next Level Excavating 15 machine. Nora Tesmer from Millville's on the 41. Harrison Resnicek from Elk River riding the 99. Landon Olivo, on the 115. Harrison Hurst with a 499. Julie Olson on the 521. And Landon Bodine with a 555. This is race number 16. Junior Ditch Banger 13 to 17. Six of the expected 7 down there in the start gate. Racers are ready. Green flag is up, and they're away. 3-rider battle for the whole shot. Who's it gonna be? Ooh. Tight quarters. Working around the outside to take the lead. It'll be the 499 of Harrison Hurst. Hurst, your early race leader. 2-rider battle for second and third, looking intense. Swapped a little paint in the Sended Squeeze. He simply ran out of room. Just like that, we've had a change in position. Is that the 115, I believe? Landon Olivo up to the number 2 spot, I think. He's actually closing in on our race leader, so we may see a challenge for the lead develop here before the checkered flag flies. Top 2 carrying a lot of speed, a lot of momentum. Inside run happening. An attempt made, couldn't quite get there in time. Still under green, that outside lane looks a little smoother, a little more conducive to speed. The 115 now tries a crossover, looks to the inside. And just like that, we've got a new race leader. Landon Olivo on the 115 out front. First back to second. Hurst gonna try and cross over. Gets that sled up on the right side. Has to back out of the throttle. White flag is out. And the separation from first to second has increased. However, they are closing in on 2 racers battling for position at the tail end of the field. Could this impact how one of these top 2 racers are gonna complete their final lap? The 115 has to work to the outside. Clear track. No issues there. And the 115 of Landon Olivo will hold on for the main event win. Harrison Hurst crossed the line second. Rest of the field coming across with him to take the checkered flag, and that will set us up for our final main event of the night, plus 30 snow cross and 800 to 850 open. Dylan Dorn won the first main, ride the 5. Mitchell Fruth is riding the 393. Andrew Lang atop the 399, and Corey Klein on the 786. 3 of the expected 4 are down there in the start gate. We've got the 393, the 5, green flag is up. 3 wide for the whole shot, 3 wide into the Sended Squeeze. My goodness. Out into the west end. Trying to ride the berm. There's your race leader in lap number 1. The 5 of Dorn, up to second now. Dorn able to make a pass for the number 2 position. Let's see if he can close in on our leader. Dorn with a lot of speed down that back straightaway. Separation from first to second instantly gone. Reestablished though on the front stretch. $3.99 of Andrew Lang, 5 of Dylan Dorn. Mitchell Fruth on the $3.93. Dorn again taking a look to the inside. Diamonds that turn, can't quite get back into the power in time. That allows Lang to pull away. Here's a challenge for the lead. And just like that, Dylan Dorn up to the top spot, the number 5, your new race leader. White flag is out, 1 more lap to go. Final time down the back straightaway for the Saturday night portion. Round number 10 of X-Racing Sunday Funday Snowcross. Checkered flag is out. Dylan Dorn goes 1-1 for the clean sweep of the plus 30 Snowcross class, winning the heat and both mains. And that, my friends, will wrap up a night at Steeplechase Ski Resort in Mazeppa, Minnesota. Round 9 of the X-Racing Snowcross Sunday Funday exhibition is in the books. What we'll do now is celebrate the award winners, catch a little shut-eye, and we'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning for round 10 for actual Sunday Funday activities on Sunday. Until that time, on behalf of the MBTV Sports live stream crew, I'm Dan Bailey saying thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, bright and early on a Sunday morning for round 10 of X-Racing's Sunday Funday Snowcross, live streamed from Steeplechase Ski Resort in Mazeppa, Minnesota. Good night, everybody.
Freight is the backbone of the country, and as long as people need goods, they're going to need somebody to get it to them. My name is Matt Bohl with QualityFreightRate.com, powered by T-Force Worldwide. We provide LTL, truckload, and expedited freight services across this country. If your freight weighs over 120 pounds going over 120 miles, that's where my shipping rates kick in. We help companies ship easier for less. With our system, our customers are able to quote and book shipments with ease 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're having trouble with damages, lost freight, claims of any sort, we can help you with our experience, solve the problem, tell you why it's happening and what you should do to prevent it in the future. Me and my team have been together for over 20 years. We know this industry. We can help all size business, big or small, we love them all. But we have a special spot for small business. Small businesses are pillars in the community. Low rates are critical for a small business because the margins are generally pretty small. They need to have competitive rates. They can't be getting gouged or they lose the sale. Freight is simple. People make it difficult. We work as consultants in the industry, so it doesn't matter what your problem is, we'll solve it. We educate the customers, we solve problems, and we lower their shipping rates. And that's what I've been doing for 20 plus years.
At AmRamp Accessibility, our goal is to help people, and that means providing them with the best quality product and service possible. Built with powder-coated steel, our ramps are stronger and longer lasting than those built with wood or aluminum. Installed in a matter of days to ensure your safety as quickly as possible, our teams are here for you.
I can get out.
Yeah, much easier. Better.
A lot better. Yes. Thank you.
I don't even have the words to explain how much easier it is. We're just so thankful for it, so thank you. Thank you very much.
Find your forward with AmRamp Accessibility today. Learn more at amramp.com.
My name is John O'Connor. I'm a snowboarder for life and a business owner in Windham, New York. We run a restaurant and inn here. This is our backyard. Having a backyard park is really special because being able to snowboard at home and not have to get in the car, go to a resort, wait in the line, is your own creative space to do whatever you want, however you want. You're in your element. You're right at home, and it's a really good feeling when you can tune into the space around you with you and your friends and just make something special of it. The Toe Pro has helped my vision come to life with where I would like to take the backyard setup, and without it, it wouldn't be the same. It's the most easy to use, compact, portable, reliable rope tow that you can buy. It's the best thing that I own as far as what gives me happiness in life. Without it, it's not the same when you're hiking. To be able to keep riding and feel like you're snowboarding, that's what it's all about. And the Toe Pro has made that happen.
Yeah, Butler-Built has been a supporter of mine for a long time. I've always run Butler-Built seats ever I got into 410 sprint car racing, and I feel like they have the nicest aluminum seats out there. The craftsmanship, the welding on it is top notch, and now they're pouring my inserts and have the gravel cut seat and gives you a lot of clearance for your hybrid or your Hans, and I feel like there's no better seat out there. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of feedback, right? These guys do it every day, so as me as a sprint car driver specifically, every form of dirt racing, the seats are built different, and guys like us, drivers are wearing holes in their hybrids because they're rubbing on the seats, and felt like there was a need for a little bit of a new design and a new generation of the sprint car advantage seat. So yeah, it's been a fun ride, and hope to continue the relationship for a long time.
Need auto parts? You know Conrad's Auto Salvage and ASAP Used Auto Parts, two great companies, now one location near Mondovi. We've appreciated your business in Eau Claire. Now you'll find all the same parts and services at our location near Mondovi. We can mount and balance tires, plus do oil changes and more. All the same services in one incredible facility. Conrad's Auto Salvage and ASAP Used Auto Parts, two great companies, now one location near Mondovi for all your auto parts needs.
When you push your engine to the limit, on the track, the farm, or the highway, only one name delivers unmatched protection. Schaefer's Specialized Lubricants. With over 180 years of proven performance, professionals don't guess. They trust Schaefer's. And in our region, there's one guy who makes it happen. William Denzer. Racers, farmers, fleets. They all call William because he's reliable, knowledgeable, and gets results. So support the brands and people who support racing. Call William today, 651-253-0999, or email denzer.schaefer.sales@gmail.com. Schaefer's, trusted since 1839. Power in every drop.
Painful steps shouldn't be part of your daily routine. At Foot and Ankle Clinics, PA, we specialize in diagnosing and treating a wide range of foot and ankle conditions, from heel pain and bunions to diabetic foot care and sports injuries. Our board-certified podiatrists, Dr. Jeff Pellersells and Dr. Russell John Hill, bring decades of experience and a compassionate approach to every patient. At our clinic, we are dedicated to serving the community with the highest level of care. Your well-being is our top priority. Serving the communities of Woodbury, West St. Paul, and Edina, we're committed to providing personalized care tailored to your needs. Don't let foot or ankle pain hold you back. Visit footandankleclinics.com to schedule your appointment today.
Every great journey begins with a trusted guide. And when it comes to finding your perfect home, there's no one better than Kathy Vetter. With over 10 years of experience and a passion for real estate, Kathy Vetter helps you find the perfect home, a peaceful country retreat, a cozy single-family house, or your very first step toward a lifetime home. She also specializes in commercial real estate, guiding you through every step of the way. From the heart of the metro to the scenic countryside, Kathy Vetter knows the Minnesota market inside and out, committed to finding the perfect fit for you, no matter where you are. Buying your first home can feel overwhelming, but with Vetter by your side, it's a smooth and exciting journey. She makes first-time buyers feel confident, supported, and understood, every single step of the way. From your first showing to handing over the keys, Kathy Vetter works tirelessly to ensure you get the home you've always wanted. Kathy Vetter, your trusted real estate expert across Minnesota. From vibrant metro living to serene countryside escapes to agricultural and commercial spaces. Let her help you unlock the door to your next chapter.
Kevco has been an industry leader in high-performance oil pans and components for over 35 years. Made in Fairmont, Minnesota, Kevco prides itself on being American-made. Kevco has expanded our product line way beyond just oil pans to valve covers, breather systems, jack stands, boilers, wheel sockets, and much, much more. Check out KevcoRacing.com to see everything we have to offer, including our line of street, off-road, and performance oil pans and accessories. Or call 800-770-3557 to talk with our friendly customer service today.
With over 40 years of experience producing quality racing components, we're excited to unveil the Kevco Drive Shaft. Our Kevco Drive Shafts are 100% made in the USA from USA-sourced materials. We have developed our drive shafts using precision machine yokes that offer more clearance with higher strength than any other shaft on the market. Our yokes are then zinc-plated black for long-lasting protection. All our drive shafts are meticulously hand-built and balanced on our brand-new Superior Driveline Shaft Master drive shaft machine. Every carbon fiber Kevco drive shaft comes loaded with Spicer 1310, solid-body, non-greasable universal joints for superior strength. We offer U-joints, U-bolts, slip yokes, and anything you may need for your drive shaft. Kevco has the ability to custom build any length drive shaft for any application you may need, whether it be mild steel, chromoly, aluminum, or carbon fiber. Call us today at 800-770-3557 or check us out on the web at KevcoRacing.com.
My two passions in life is racing and selling good high-end meat. So my grandfather came here from Germany back in the late 20s. He decided to open his own shop in 1951. He had all the recipes, he had all the talent. His father was a meat guy. His father's father was a butcher. They weren't football players, basketball players. They were in the meat business. And that's our family. That's what we're good at. Old World Meats was derived from Frank's Meats. That was my grandfather's name. I know the quality of my beef is the best because I've purchased it directly from the ranchers that certified Angus beef. We know what our beef is continuously and it's very consistent. So we're located up here in Duluth on beautiful Lake Superior, just a stone throw off of Highway 61. I've lived here my whole life and it's where I wanted to raise my family. To be successful, you need to have a talent. And I knew I was going to be in the meat business. I can taste spices, I can pick out flavors, where they need to come in, where they need to stop. So knowing your strengths are important and knowing where you came from. We have a hot snack stick that's got actually 8 different spices of heat in that, and it layers the flavors in the heat. That's what makes the difference with our product. The most exciting part was becoming coast to coast with the Old World Meats snack sticks. My neighbor stopped me on the street and said, "Paul, I was just down in Georgia and this gas station had your product." It was one of the highlights of the year. I don't know of a state at this point that we haven't had product in. Being in business in a small town really puts things into perspective. It's the little things for me to be appreciated and respected. So this whole operation here, it doesn't have to be the biggest, but it needs to have passion. And today, I'm changing lives of people that work with me. My guys are learning lifelong skills and values. That's the good stuff. Let's make the world a better place. Let's have a good time at it.
When you've got to ship it from anywhere to anywhere,
QualityFreightRate.com.
The LTL Freight Logistics Specialist for your small business.
QualityFreightRate.com.
We simplify shipping, eliminate those surprise charges, and negotiate the best rates from most LTL qualified carriers.
QualityFreightRate.com.
Special residential and liftgate rates available for automotive and ag implements.
QualityFreightRate.com.
Use the promo code ICE and get 10% off your first shipment. Startup is so easy. Get a quote and ship today. QualityFreightRate.com.
Ready to make a splash this summer? Grab your friends and head to River's Edge on the scenic Apple River. Whether you're looking to float the day away, camp under the stars, or catch live music and weekend events, River's Edge has everything you need for an unforgettable time. Book your tube, campsite, or party package now. River's Edge on the Apple River. Your summer starts here.
At Union Trailer and Power Equipment, we're more than
trailers!
We are your home for Aaron's and Gravely's zero-turn mowers, Mahindra tractors, and Whacker noise and construction equipment. No matter what you need, we're your home for all outdoor power equipment at Union Trailer. Plus, anything you buy or already own, we can service that for you too. Don't forget, we have the best selection of trailers in the Chippewa Valley.
Union Trailer and Power Equipment, family owned and
happy Friday!